To truly understand the Philippines, you must listen, not just to the cities or the waves, not only to the hum of modern life or the rhythm of the streets. There is a deeper music here, one that echoes through time and space, waiting to be heard by those who are willing to pause and pay attention. But to something much older. Beyond the landscape's beauty and the energy of the present, there are voices that have shaped the land for centuries. Voices that have witnessed the rise and fall of kingdoms, the changing of seasons, and the enduring spirit of the Filipino people. The soul of this group of islands is woven into its oldest voices, the native languages spoken for thousands of years. These are the living threads that connect the past to the present, carrying the memories and dreams of generations. These languages are more than just talking. They're a direct line to Filipino identity, carrying old wisdom and stories from mountains to seas. Through them, ancient legends, beliefs, and values are passed down, shaping the way people see themselves and their place in the world. Imagine a world where history is alive and spoken every day. In these villages, every greeting, every song, and every story is a living piece of heritage, a reminder that the past is never truly gone. Each phrase is a key to understanding culture from the inside out. When a child learns the words of their ancestors, they inherit a map to their own identity, a guide to the values and traditions that have shaped their community. Listening to these voices connects us to a heritage that has survived hard times and a long time. Through colonization, migration, and change, these languages have endured, holding fast to the stories and wisdom that define the Filipino spirit. It's a journey into the heart of the Philippines, seeing the country through the eyes of its first peoples. Their words paint a picture of the land, the sky, and the sea, revealing a world rich with meaning and connection. Think of it as a symphony, each language a unique instrument telling part of a grand story. Together they create a harmony that is both ancient and ever-changing, a living testament to the diversity and resilience of the Filipino people. Some melodies tell long, exciting tales, epic adventures of heroes and gods, of love and loss, of battles fought and lessons learned. Others share knowledge of nature and how to survive. They teach about the plants, the animals, the rivers, and the seasons, wisdom that has kept communities thriving for generations. Together, they create a sound that is uniquely Filipino. It is a chorus of voices, each one adding depth and color to the nation's story, reminding us that true understanding comes from listening to every note. The soul of the Philippines calls out in these ancient languages. Let's listen and learn, and in doing so, honor the wisdom and beauty that have shaped this remarkable land. Some of the Philippines' most important stories aren't written, they're spoken aloud, hidden in the words and voices of faraway communities. Each native language is like a living library, holding knowledge and wisdom that history books miss. For example, the Sama Bajau have words for every wind and current, very important tools for survival at sea. A language might have many words for rice, showing just how important it is to their culture. As these languages disappear, we risk losing special ways of thinking and old wisdom forever. The unwritten library of the Philippines is open, but its doors are closing. Will we listen before it's too late? To appreciate these languages, we must travel back to one of humanity's biggest moves. Most Philippine languages belong to the Austronesian family, stretching from Madagascar to Easter Island. The Philippines was a very important home for this spread. Ancient sailors brought their language as they settled the islands. Separated by mountains and seas, each community's way of speaking changed into different languages. That's why the Cordillera's languages are so different from those in Mindanao. Each native language is a living piece of that Austronesian journey. When we hear Ibaloy, Taboli, or Ifugao, we're hearing echoes of ancient pioneers. These voices show how strong people are and how deep their history goes. Every native language holds a treasure chest of stories, myths, and spoken histories. The hudud chants of the Ifugao, for example, are long, epic stories sung during harvests and special ceremonies, impossible to fully explain in another language. The Manobo's Ulahingan epic tells their history and who they are, passed down through many generations. These stories teach good values, history, and respect for nature, like the Taboli tales of spirits guarding lakes and forests. Spoken traditions are alive, changing a little with each telling but still keeping their main wisdom. When elders share these tales, they connect the present to the past. These legends, alive only in their native tongue, are among the Philippines' most precious heritage. In the Philippines, language is a living archive, an ever-evolving record of the people's wisdom, memories, and dreams. It is not just a means of communication, but a vessel that carries the stories of generations, the laughter of children, and the advice of elders. More than just words, it's the blueprint of culture and survival. Every phrase, every idiom, is a thread that weaves together the fabric of Filipino identity, connecting families and communities across islands and time. Traditional medicine, for example, is kept safe in language, names for plants, how to prepare them, and healing chants. These words are passed down from healer to apprentice, ensuring that ancient remedies and natural wisdom are never forgotten. Lose the language, and you lose the medicine. The knowledge of which leaf heals, which root soothes, and which chant comforts can vanish in a single generation. The same goes for crafts, yakan weaving or Maranao metalwork, where every pattern, every tool, and every technique is described and taught through words unique to each tradition. Instructions and stories are part of the words used, handed down in the language of the ancestors, making each creation a living testament to heritage. Language is the instruction book, the design, and the meaning. It is the recipe for a family dish, the pattern in a woven cloth, and the story behind every symbol. Speaking one's ancestral tongue confirms who you are, grounding you in a lineage that stretches back centuries, and giving you a sense of belonging that cannot be replaced. It is your connection to the land and community, a bridge between past and present, and a promise to future generations. When a language is in danger, it is not just words that are at risk of disappearing, but the entire worldview and way of life that language supports. A whole cultural system is at risk. Songs, ceremonies, and the wisdom of the ancestors are all encoded in language, waiting to be shared and remembered. Knowledge, values, and traditions are all stored in language, ready to be unlocked by those who speak and listen. Keeping it safe is very important for culture to survive. By cherishing and passing on our languages, we ensure that the heart of Filipino culture continues to beat for generations to come. The Philippines is home to over 170 living languages, making it one of the world's most language-rich countries. These aren't just different ways of speaking the same language, they're as different as English is from French. Geography and history shaped this variety. Mountains, seas, and jungles kept communities apart, letting languages grow on their own. Each language shows its environment, Ilocano in the lowlands, Ifugao in the highlands. Some languages have special grammar that changes how people see the world. But this rich mix is fragile. Globalization and people moving around threaten these voices. When children speak only Tagalog or English, old ways of seeing the world disappear. Celebrating this variety is the first step to protecting it. Many native languages are fading, with fewer people speaking them each generation. This decline is not just a loss of words, but a loss of culture, history, and identity. Each language carries unique stories, traditions, and wisdom passed down through generations. Losing them would be a permanent loss for the nation and the world. These languages are more than just a means of communication. They are a vital part of our cultural heritage. These languages are living heritage, connecting us to wisdom and strength. They offer insights into our ancestors' way of life, their values, and their understanding of the world. Keeping them safe starts with listening, valuing elders' stories, helping them come back to life, and encouraging their use in schools and homes. It's about creating spaces where these languages can thrive. When we value these languages, we empower communities and confirm their place in the Filipino mix. We celebrate diversity and foster a sense of belonging. Governments, smart people, and citizens all share the job of keeping them safe. It requires collective effort and commitment to ensure these languages are not forgotten. Imagine a future where young Filipinos learn their ancestral language, reconnecting with their roots. This connection enriches their identity and strengthens community bonds. By keeping these voices alive, we honor our past, make our present richer, and give future generations a true sense of heritage. It's a legacy worth preserving for the benefit of all.